Swing and a Miss, a baseball podcast.
Where our braggadocious opinions are backed up by cherry-picked stats.
I didn't get us a fifth guy from Greece.
Happy holidays.
Welcome in. Let's do this. Welcome into episode 23 of Swing and a Miss. How we doing, guys?
Tired.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think just a little bit of after effects of the holiday season, release of stress, and now I just kind of want to chill, nap.
Not work,
and prepare myself for New Year's Eve party.
Just like the baseball off season, it's just been chill and not working at all.
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be here today.
That's true. We've had a lot of
33 hours of travel mishaps yesterday.
We've had a lot of travel in the last day and a half, Josh, more than some.
I sat on my couch for 33 hours.
Dude,
It's a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was in 4 different planes and 3 different airports and 3 different countries yesterday.
I did move to the other side of the couch.
That's basically the same thing.
At some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. No, that hadn't been hard.
It was. I was laying and then I went over to sit for a while.
Did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate? I actually don't know what you all celebrate.
Nobody got me any gifts.
Oh, I'm
this year.
sorry to hear that.
No,
You got to go to Greece.
Let's change that later on today.
Yeah. I know. I'm waiting on my great gift.
It is a
of a
great
hat.
gift. It is a great gift. I don't know how I know that because I can't reveal who got you what, but we'll see what happens. All right. Well, let's dive into it. Nell's kind of buried the lead, but there really hasn't been a ton to really dive into over the last couple of weeks. But there's been a few trades, a few signings. So whoever wants to kick it off, let's kind of recap the last couple of weeks.
Let's start with the big one, which is Munetaka Murakami.
To the who now?
To the Chicago White Sox. So
The White Sox.
Murakami is a Japanese league slugger, and honestly, I thought that he was going to get a much greater contract. He beat Sandra Oh's home run record, I think 2 or 3 years ago for his single season, and he's only 27 years old. He's gonna have a bit of prime. There's concern that he's got problem handling velocity, but we'll see what happens with that. But 2 years, $34 million. There's not a lot of risk involved with that, and there are a lot of ways that can go well for both parties.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about it, I think this is still the case. I think the White Sox are still the only Major League Baseball team to not sign somebody to a $100 million contract. And
Yeah.
It will be very interesting if we get to the end of this 2-year contract and he's garnering that kind of interest. Do the White Sox finally break and sign him? Is Reinsdorf alive then?
Well, we'll see about that.
If Reinsdorf is alive, do they sign him?
No.
I mean,
This guy's
you'd have
an
to
idiot.
want to go
No.
back there.
That's doing
True.
a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Like say things go well. So the White Sox options are to convince Murakami that they're building something special and he's at the core of it. So please resign. Or if he rebuffs them, they can trade him at the tail end of the contract. They can offer him the qualifying offer and get draft pick compensation. They can, trade him after or even halfway through the season if he's already raking and recoup a ton of value. There's just, if he comes over and he's not great, it's like,
Oh, well.
yeah. It's like, yeah. I mean,
It's sell a lot of tickets for him.
It's one of those plays. I know I always bring this back to I really wish the Tigers went and made this move. I'm
A
sure
lot of teams wish
I'm
they
sure
would've
just
made
about a
this
fan
move.
of any. Well, they didn't wish that they made this move because nobody did. I'm sure fans all do. But so I saw some stuff that a lot of that concern with the velocity came from somebody that posted just incorrect stats about velocity. I think the biggest thing is he's not much of a defender. He's going to be probably below. The White Sox are going to put him at first base.
Yep.
He has played third base. He's a below average defender. probably profiles out as a pretty much primary DH. But I mean, the dude can mash. We all got to really know who he was in the last World Baseball Classic on the gold medal Japan team. Came into that World Baseball Classic coming off of a triple crown where he hit 318 with 56 home runs and 134 RBI. I mean,
yeah, but what were his splits against Trevor Bauer?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then it was in the World Baseball Classic. You got some of the best players all in the world representing their countries, and he mashed in the World Baseball Classic, including some big hits and big moments. You know, I think I hate him going to the White Sox the most because it's in division, and I just have a feeling, and I'm sure Tyler, you feel the same too.
For now,
is that the White Sox might not be good, but he's going to be a thorn in our side while he's there. Like, he just seems like the kind of guy that's just going to be a division killer and steal some games from the division.
Maybe, but he's only going to be there for 2 years is what I'm banking on. So it's not like he's going to be this generational thorn in our side the way a Bobby Witt Jr. will be. So, you know, I wish him nothing but the best and hope that he leaves soon.
It's quite the signing by the White Sox. I was pretty shocked by it.
Yeah, and what was that money again? 34 mil for 2 years. Like, that is nothing.
Especially for Reinsdorf.
It is your favorite team could have very easily signed that contract.
100%. And it's like, there's just a lot of teams out there that are in like the Tigers position. You know, the Reds, potentially another one that are, you know, on the verge, up and coming.
Reds wouldn't have paid that money.
No, I'm not saying necessarily would have, but very easily could have, where this is a relatively low risk, very, very high potential reward, high ceiling, low risk floor, that a lot of these teams that are like borderline contenders, like the Tigers, like, I hate to give them credit, but the Guardians, like the Reds, like, it doesn't necessarily need to be a big market team like the Dodgers or the Yankees, but a lot of those mid-market to small market teams that are fringe like contenders, that this could have been a really good low risk, high reward move for, as opposed to the worst team in baseball over the last half decade.
Where this makes sense for me, for the Reds, is this could be seen by
the White Sox.
No.
Oh,
as for the Reds,
okay.
This is where I think it could have made a lot of sense for the Reds.
Could have.
With ownership that it's really not concerned with building a winner. And it's 2 years, 34 million, which, like you said, any team could afford. This is a cash grab potential for a cheap owner.
Oh, for sure.
And the fact that, and I'm blanking on the son's name that runs the Reds.
Doesn't matter.
Paul something, Tim, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
If you want your name to be known, try to actually compete.
The where are you gonna go guy?
Marge Schott.
No, she's dead. She's long dead. She and Shotzi both are dead.
Bob and Phil Castellini.
Yeah, Phil Castellini. That's the son. Yeah. He's a cheap owner. Yeah. And this would have made a lot of sense for a cash grab cheap owner, which actually makes sense why Reinsdorf ended up with him. But I don't know why he would want to go to the White Sox.
All I can think of is that he wanted to go someplace that was a like reasonably sized market. So he's got opportunities to have a lot of advertising opportunities outside of the Major League Baseball team. Chicago does a ton of advertising and perhaps did not want to have to compete with other Japanese stars in the Los Angeles market, and maybe didn't want
who.
I don't know. There's like a team out there that just seems to be
Hideo Nomo, yes,
seems to be collecting them like Pokemon. And also didn't want to go out east because it's just harder to watch the product as a Japanese consumer if you are all the way over on the East Coast.
And I mean, the other factor to this is, as far as I know, unless you guys have seen anything, we haven't been told about any other offers that he had. So maybe his options were limited. I don't know about any other offers. So it's not necessarily why would he want to go to the White Sox? Maybe he didn't have any other reasonable offers on the table either,
it's very possible.
Which again, to me is wild, considering we've seen some great success out of some of these Japanese players that have come over recently. Granted, only one of them has, been a hitter in any way. Most of them are pitchers. But Seiya Suzuki, did not have the same numbers that Murakami had in Japan. He's been a relatively successful piece in Chicago. Otani's been, Otani. I'm very surprised that this is where an incredible slugger ended up.
I said he was 27.
He's 26.
Not even 26 yet. He will be 26 at the start of the season. So
okay.
Of all the Japanese players coming over, he is the youngest that will be posted. And so I'm very surprised still.
I'd like to think that he had multiple offers from several contenders. And he said, no, I'm not going to ride the coattails like these other guys going to the Dodgers or Yankees trying to just sneak my way into a ring. I want to build it from the ground up. Give me the ashes. Give me the rubble. And we are going to rise like a phoenix in Chicago and bring a title to the South Side.
You know what? If that happens, cool.
And so if that's true, I don't know if it's true, but if it's true, he's my new favorite player. That's not a joke.
Okay, here's another factor that I had just thought about and I'm looking up. The team that he played for in Japan had not had a winning season since 2022. So he's used to being on not great teams.
Who was he playing with?
The Yakult Swallows.
Oh, yeah.
So you saying
Which another former MLB player who is 40 years old. He was teammates with Nori Aoki, if you remember him.
Oh, yeah. That was the short stint in Major League Baseball.
From the Yamahama Spits.
And okay, so this is actually kind of funny. 2022, which was the last winning record of a team that he was on, Nori Aoki was on that team. So was Jose Ozuna, if you remember him at all in the majors, and Domingo Santana.
Oh, wow.
So a couple former major leaguers over on that team.
Well, it's an interesting acquisition. I don't know that it's going to work out the way that everybody thinks it's going to, but we'll see what happens.
I'm really hoping that he just lights the world on fire. I enjoyed watching him a ton, became a big fan during the World Baseball Classic the last time.
There's a ton of potential there. It could be crazy.
Part of me wants it to fail because I don't want him in the division destroying us and taking away, winning a couple games and keeping us out of the playoffs or something. But that's a guy I'm really excited to root for and watch a ton being in the AL Central now for at least a year.
Imagine that the viewership for White Sox games is going to go up significantly in 2026.
You would think, or at least the Japanese market will be tuning in to Chicago.
And if you've never drank Yakult, I recommend it. I enjoy it. It's like a milky, yogurty beverage that's served in a very small little bottle.
Well, and we're at least discussing our baseball trip for 2026 to be Chicago, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's on the horizon, on the checklist.
So depending on what weekend we're there, are the Cubs in town or are the White Sox in town?
We'd have to look. I think there's like one weekend where we can.
Well, we wanted to go to that concert, right?
Well,
that's right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
We don't have to go to the concert.
I want to go to the concert more than the baseball game.
I would rather see Limp Bizkit than see the Chicago White Sox.
Can they just play before or after the game?
Yeah, they do those concerts.
I know.
before.
I would love if they would do that.
Or maybe we get lucky and
That's probably
the weekend. Well, the weekend, one of the teams is in and we get to see them on Friday, go to the concert Saturday, Sunday, stay on Monday, and the other team is home.
There you go.
Make it a nice 4-day weekend.
Someone
Get to see both in the concert.
Someone please sponsor the podcast so we can afford to go on this trip.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about a few more of the bigger moves. Like we said, there really haven't been any huge ones, but I think one that's really interesting, Josh and Tyler talking a little bit about their division. Let's talk about the Mets sending Jeff McNeil to the A's. I don't know what the Mets are going to be this year, but it's starting to look like a big old pile of poo.
I don't know. There's still some good free agents that are out there. So Uncle Steve can still bust out that checkbook and
He's
bring
gonna
some
need to.
talent in.
Shout out Uncle Steve.
Sponsor the podcast.
And I would say that what this really means is that the front office of the Mets had lost total confidence in the core that existed within the Mets. So you ship out Nimmo, you ship out McNeil. You ship out, or you don't re-sign Diaz, you don't re-sign Alonso, and we're going to get, it's pretty much going to be Juan Soto that's going to be there, and it's going to be Francisco Lindor who's going to be sort of the veteran leadership of the Mets. And
there's going to have to be a lot of farm development with the Mets. And I don't know what their farm system looks like. I'm sure it's great. But I don't see them being very successful in 26.
I mean, to be fair, though, Jeff McNeil hasn't been great the last couple of years.
No, he hasn't.
He's going to be 34 this year. Honestly, it makes sense for the Mets to, ship him out, get a little younger, all that kind of stuff. I'm more interested in the A's aspect of this. And, he's been a good bat to ball, hitter, won a batting crown in 2022 and all that kind of stuff. A veteran presence, like we were talking about in the clubhouse. It's kind of an interesting move for them to go and trade for a guy like this who, isn't the most expensive in the world, but is still owed a little bit of money. So they're taking on some money. I know the Mets sent some back in this deal as well. But kind of an interesting move for the A's who have actually been
pretty active.
Yeah, pretty active. So I'm interested to see where the A's are going. It's one of those things that piques my interest a little bit with, the move, the potential move.
Sacramento
Stadium. If they're going to Vegas, the second half, they kind of came on a bit with their young guys. They're going to be interesting. I'm not going to say they're going to be good, but they're going to be interesting. And this adds to the intrigue to me.
They're not going to be good. They're going to be interesting. I agree.
Yeah. So I think that it's definitely going to be like a lineup that strikes a little bit of fear. So you've got Nick Kurtz, Shea Langoliers. They just extended Tyler Soderstrom for a 7-year, $86 million deal. Brent Rooker they've extended. They have Jacob Wilson, who was runner-up for Rookie of the Year.
Behind their own Rookie of the Year.
They've extended Lawrence Butler. They've got Max Muncy, who showed off a little bit in his rookie year last year.
Notably not the one from the Dodgers.
No, not the other Max Muncy. And then Denzel Clark, who's out there making highlight reel catches.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that who knows if he sticks in the majors, if he can hit enough to stick, but my goodness, is he exciting in the field.
Yeah, almost all their moves were relief pitchers. So they're trying to shore up the bullpen, keep those late leads that they had and lost last year a little more secure. And
they just need a little bit of starting pitching now. And all of a sudden they've got a team that is not an easy out at the very least.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the wild card race.
I can see that
in September.
I could see that.
I would be surprised given the state of their starting pitching, but I could see them being an exciting team to view later.
Within the race, I mean, within 4 games.
Yeah, I don't think that they'll be a bottom 3 team in the American League again.
And look at this. It's just before the new year, and we're talking about the White Sox and the A's being fun watches next year.
No wonder Stranger Things is in its final season. We're in the upside down.
Yeah, this is when you start missing baseball. It's like, give me White Sox, I'll take A's.
So is this a big telling sign of an impending lockout at the end of next season, that the big notable moves are not in the big markets and some big markets are shipping guys out? Are we thinking some salary rule reconstructions and a potential lockout might be impacting?
I think everyone's just moving things around right now because, I think we talked about it at the end of the last episode. I asked the question, how many of the top free agents are going to sign? And none have. So we still have Kyle Tucker out there, Bo Bichette, Framber Valdez, Cody Bellinger still remain unsigned.
Alex Bregman.
And there is...
how many did I vote for? Did I say 0?
You said all of them.
Oh, okay, good.
You were on the opposite end.
So
I can't remember.
Bregman's an interesting one that I'm keeping an eye on as a Tigers fan, because the Tigers have been...
He's not going anywhere.
Well, the Tigers have been noted as lukewarm on him. And that's about the most interest that I've seen through articles in him.
I'd be lukewarm on him for that cost too.
I mean,
I think it's just going to be a question of Kyle Tucker is the big ticket item.
Yeah.
And so everyone needs to see.
And Bo Bichette.
Everyone needs to see where where that goes, because then everyone else will know their budget.
Yeah.
No one wants to box out their budget by signing Cody Bellinger. That takes them out of the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes.
I think Tucker sets the market for the outfield and Bichette sets the market for the infield. Those are the two big dominoes that the other big guys are waiting on to see what they can pull.
But I think you're right. I think once Bichette signs, you're going to start to see other infielders get moved. Because there's definitely some teams out there that have no interest in Bichette or not interest in paying for Bichette, I should say, that are still in the race or in the mix, in the discussion, because they have guys they're wanting to move also. So they're testing the markets on what can I get for this guy? If I package it with this, can I get this? And Bichette is really the linchpin, and probably Kyle Tucker also for outfielders, but I don't really know. Without looking deeper into it, I think there's more infielders that are going to be on the move than outfielders.
But yeah, as soon as those two sign, then you're going to see a flurry of trades. Everyone who missed out is going to try to make a move to shore up whatever spot they're leaving open.
Maybe. I don't know. As a Tigers fan, I see a whole lot of missing out on everybody and then just going, oh, well.
Yep.
So
the other big contract, it's sort of a big contract. San Diego re-signed Michael King to a 3-year, $75 million deal.
It's a good deal.
I mean, but it's not exactly a 3-year deal because he's got opt-outs after each of the years. Yeah. So he can decide to become a free agent after next year if he chooses to. But he returns back to that team that he knows very well. And, certainly San Diego is a fun place to play. Arizona re-signed Merrill Kelly for 2 years, $40 million. Pittsburgh, this is a little bit of a surprise to me, signs Ryan O'Hearn for 2 years, $29 million. Not because that's a bad contract, not because there's anything wrong with that.
Because they're the Pirates?
Because they're the Pirates, and it's a surprise when the Pirates play at all in free agency. So,
no kidding, especially amongst all the rumors, which, to be fair, are pretty much big media manufactured rumors of trading Skeens for a haul, because the media wants to see Skeens in a market that's not Pittsburgh.
Well, I think,
but even amongst all of that, where it's like they just continue to strip down and trade away any veteran that they have to go out and make a move. Maybe they're looking, hey, we've got Skeens, let's try to win.
Is this the LeBron effect where Skeens says, look, I am your franchise?
Yeah.
And if he has a desire to stay in Pittsburgh, which by all accounts he does, did he march into ownership and management and say, I am involved in every decision you make going forward?
If you want me to consider you, like he's probably not even saying, if you want me to resign, if you want me to consider coming back here, you got to start showing me that you have interest in at least trying to put something together.
If you do nothing over the next 4 years,
I'm gone.
Even if you've got the best money, I am 100% gone.
Because he could very easily become a malcontent.
Yeah.
And just be in the media and say, I want out. Yeah. I want to be gone. This team does not have my best interest in mind.
How many years was that? 2? Yeah. I mean, the other thing that's interesting for me, not necessarily with a 2-year deal, but as we're talking about new CBA, potential lockout, potential for salary cap floor, maybe some of these teams are starting to set themselves thinking that a floor might be coming and get themselves used to bringing the payroll up a little bit and, operating in the sphere of what they're going to have to operate in. So doing, a deal like this, 2 and 29 for a team that doesn't spend. I don't know. I'm just, spitballing. It's been a slow winter so far. So
any comments on Nels, your San Francisco Giants signing Adrian Hausers for 2 years, $22 million?
No.
Okay. No excitement over having a fifth starter?
I guess
it's a fifth starter now. You need 5 of them.
They do. They still don't have 5, so it's going to be interesting. It's fun, it's okay. They took a flyer on Jason Foley, who I know Josh is familiar with. He was a solid Tiger, and it's kind of one of those injury deals. He's not going to be ready till the middle of the year. They're very famous for doing that. That's how they got Robbie Ray. So
another former Tiger.
Yep.
I do have one thought on the idea of a salary floor.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Make him.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
I stand by my philosophy of a salary floor does no good because it's going to come with a salary cap.
Right.
And the salary cap has not necessarily been the issue. There's not enough revenue sharing that goes around.
The salary floor is the issue with teams like Pittsburgh.
No,
Yeah, but you can't have one without the other.
I disagree.
That's fine with me.
I think the issue that we encounter is that because of what revenue is shared, it's easy for a team like Pittsburgh just to cash a check at the beginning of the season, not field a competitive product, and still profit at the end of the year.
And then complain that they lost money.
Right. And so I think that there has to be some sort of a incentive put forth that says you need to do certain things as a team if you want to get a full 100% revenue share. Sure. So if you do not spend, you don't get it. If you got to win, like you can be the Tampa Bay Rays, not spend, but win, and you can get some. You can not spend, but also have like a compelling media product that spurs on a ton of subscriptions to MLB TV, and that gets you revenue sharing. But
sorry to interrupt, but let's table that because I find that to be interesting. I think we're going to have to do a whole episode when we talk about RSNs and
I was going to say the RSNs, the newest information that we just recently got is
that FanDuel's going bankrupt, which surprise, surprise, it's the third iteration of the same RSN that have all gone bankrupt. But I'm interested in that idea, and I'd love for you to map it out for us.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off.
No problem.
Yeah. But that is a good topic for maybe next time.
Yeah, we can do that.
There's a lot of discussion that can be had around that.
If we started down that path now, we'd never get off it.
No kidding.
Zach Eflin signed with Baltimore for 1 year, $10 million, another fifth starter.
Is that a re-signing? I knew he pitched there before, but I didn't know if he pitched there last year.
Yeah, it's a re-sign.
Miami brought in Pete Fairbanks as a reliever at 1 year, $13 million, which is
a good deal.
That's one that surprises me as one of the premier back end of the bullpen arms in the game that was on the market.
He just didn't want to leave Florida.
I mean, honestly, that's what I was thinking too, because boy, he really wanted to take on like a closer role, which he will do in Miami. But how often is Miami going to be giving him leads in the ninth? It's an interesting fit.
Put this in the same bucket as the Kenley Jansen. I wish the Twins would have signed him because
I'm so pumped for Kenley Jansen.
I want a veteran closer to come in that we can sign to a 1 year deal, and we'll have competence at the back of the bullpen. And if we're not competitive, we can trade him at the deadline and get something back in return.
Yeah,
so
I like I said last time, I don't think Kenley Jansen was looking at this point in his career to go to a team where it's just, 1 year and hope for the best. But clearly Fairbanks is doing that. So this is one that I think really could have been on a bit better.
I think Twins would have given either of these pitchers relief save opportunities, exclusively.
But Jansen's looking to win right now, and Fairbanks clearly that wasn't his highest priority. So that's one that just about anybody could have done.
And I'd say like the second biggest transaction that happened since the last time we spoke was Wilson Contreras getting traded from the St. Louis Cardinals to the Boston Red Sox.
Yep.
There were a package of minor league players, but the pro that the Red Sox sent back was Hunter Dobbins, who
JK's brother.
Yeah. And I was, as a Hunter Dobbins fantasy owner, I will tell you that I'm a little sad to see him leave that Red Sox team because he had the biggest chip on his shoulder when it came to playing against the Yankees. And I really wanted the Hunter Dobbins versus Yankees feud to continue on for years and years and years.
That rivalry needs to get meaner again.
A good old Dobbins Schlittler.
Right.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So in Hunter Dobbins' 2 starts against the Yankees, it was a total of 11 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, And yeah, I mean, he had a pretty good showing all in all against those Yankees. So it was a good like zygote of a rivalry that was starting. And I'm sad to see that go.
Just circling back to the Marlins, because I was looking at the moves that they had made, and I found my favorite player name ever now.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Berzicki.
Berzicki?
BRZYKCY.
Okay.
I like
No
it.
vowels.
No vowels.
Sometimes why?
Berzicki.
That's
it.
What does he play? What are his stats? Is he good?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a fun name.
What's your position
What's his
player?
first name?
Zach, ZACH.
Oh, he can't even spell Zach correctly.
No. He came from Washington, 23 innings pitched last year. He had a 9 ERA, so meh. But
Berzicki. All right. Well, let's wrap up conversations about trades and signings real quick.
So I think the curious thing that I have with Wilson Contreras.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we haven't.
That's kind of a big one. We haven't even talked about it. He's
We spent more time talking about Dobbins. Than
Yeah,
Contreras.
he's going to Boston. Any chance that they put him back behind the plate?
I don't know. I was thinking about that.
Maybe.
It depends at his age. Does he have the knees for it still? He might spell some games there. I doubt he's going to be the primary though.
Am I remembering correctly that last year was the first year that he was primarily
Yes.
a first baseman?
Not primarily, exclusively.
Okay.
First base and DH.
Okay.
But he did not catch a single inning last year.
Do the Red Sox have a secondary catcher right now?
I don't believe they do. No, I can't think. If they do, they don't have anybody that is going
Carlos
to.
Navarez and Connor Wong are the two on the roster.
Okay.
So probably not, barring injury, but
Yeah,
maybe.
I just have a hard time seeing how St. Louis moved him out to third base exclusively last year for him at 34 years old to come back and take more time behind the plate. You never know, but I don't see him catching too many innings, if any.
It's probably like an emergency catcher.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Victor Martinez in his late days with the Tigers caught like maybe 10 innings total.
Yeah, or if there's a double header. Or
Yeah,
something.
they threw him back there, or pinch hitting opportunities and stuff, and an injury, and all of a sudden you're out of catcher and you got to move him from first or something like that.
I'm not gonna say no. I think it's more likely than not he doesn't catch for them, but I could see a game or two.
Yeah, and so it'll just be interesting. He had a slightly down year last year compared to where his offensive production has been. But still an exceptionally strong offensive contributor. So, it's going to go, a long way towards.
How old is he now?
34.
He's going to be
He'll
34.
be 34.
Okay.
But it also is one of those things where I think that this means that Boston has got another move that they have got to make, because now they've got an extra first baseman in Tristan Casas.
I think they're going to move him.
He's also coming off of an injury, so it kind of feels like you're going to move him at what could be his lowest value. But I don't know what you do with him if you do not move him in this offseason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be it's going to be curious. I also expect him to be moved, but
I think Tristan Casas is a better first baseman than Wilson Contreras.
defensively, probably.
Yeah.
But the stick,
The offense is not
stick is
there.
not even comparable.
No, it's not even close. I don't know. It's an interesting move. I tend to agree with you that I think there's probably another move in the offing for them. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I agree. They got to do something.
Maybe Wilson Contreras will be Sonny Gray's personal catcher.
Oh, it could be.
They come over together and you're just like, Sonny Gray says, "You're my boy. Get
be.
behind that dish." So the two Cardinals are reunited as of last year.
Yeah.
They go to Beantown, and hopefully they're going to see more success than St. Louis has seen recently.
Yeah.
St. Louis is a great baseball town, and I wonder if that fan base is losing any patience with the team as of yet, or if they just continue on saying that, they've got all of this history behind them. So.
It's probably starting to boil up. I doubt they're there yet, but they're probably starting to grumble.
They're like the Steelers of baseball.
there.
They're just kind of
Steelers fans are there.
They're supposed to kind of always be in the mix.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get over that hump, sometimes not. But the last couple of years have been kind of down for them.
They need the Catman back. Yeah. Tony La Russa loves cats.
Okay, so
you've never seen those pictures? He did family photos with cats.
Place your bets. Cody Bellinger, where is he at?
Yeah, there's
how much am I betting?
There's rumors
life.
of him going to the
life.
Giants.
Your life.
Yeah.
Like light rumors. They're not like heavily involved, but he's been linked to the Giants, I would say. It wouldn't surprise me. I'd like for them to go a little further with Kyle Tucker than settle for Bellinger, essentially, but
I still really like Bellinger. I think whoever gets him is going to be very happy with what they get.
I'm worried that he's going back to the Dodgers.
If I'm putting money on it, I'm putting it on the Dodgers. I don't want that.
Where are they going to play him?
I don't know.
They'll figure it out. It's going to be something where they
I mean, at some point the Dodgers can't add everybody because there's only so many roster spots. Yeah. Like at some point we've got to take them out of the outfield? Conversation.
It's Pages in center, essentially, right? And then
Edman.
And is Teoscar Hernandez?
Yeah,
Teoscar, yes.
Yeah. So
with Mookie Betts being able to spell time in the outfield too.
Yeah. You put him at first.
You could, but Freeman's there until he decides that he doesn't want to be anymore and call it a career.
I totally understand the point you're making. It makes a lot of sense, but if I had to put money on it, it would be the Dodgers.
I don't have an answer. I don't think it's the Dodgers.
I'd like it to not be the Dodgers.
I just don't see where they're going to play.
Yeah, I don't see where he fits.
Yeah, I don't know how they can make any more acquisitions.
Well, Bellinger has to. He's like, where am I going to play? Am I getting playing time?
Bellinger cares, and also, again, you have to have a roster spot. Yeah.
True.
Where's the roster spot coming from? I think that they can obviously make moves from a pitching standpoint, but I think that their position players are pretty much set.
I feel like they moved Tommy Edman just to an exclusive utility role, and he just sort of winds up being this roving guy who gives everyone one day off throughout the whole season.
I mean, it's the only way that Bellinger works there.
Yeah. I don't know.
How about Framber Valdez?
That's another guy's linked to the Giants.
Linked to the Tigers as well. I don't really want him because he's kind of a bitch ass for what he did to his catcher with the whole cross up thing. He seems to have a bad attitude, but still a very solid pitcher. So
he has the high ground ball rate.
Yeah.
The Giants have a very solid infield. Obviously, you can talk to Logan Webb and be like, yes, be a ground ball pitcher and pitch here. It's great. So
he's a guy that can fit on many teams, and it's just a matter of who wants to pull the trigger for the appropriate amount that it'll take to get him.
I think anybody that's got a hole in their starting rotation.
I would love to see Baltimore just
that was the one that popped at the front of my mind. That would be cool
too, because I feel like if there is anything to him being a little bit of a sourpuss in the clubhouse, it could be that Adley Rutschman has enough gravitas to sort of, keep him in check and prevent him from acting out, being the leader of that team, kind of de facto as the catcher.
I can't excuse what he did, but it might be more of just an Astros thing than a.
It's entirely possible. There's no way of knowing. Yeah. He could have been upset about just giving up that home run, and it was a letting the invasive thoughts win type of a thing because he didn't like what the catcher had done. But it could be something that's bad. I mean, Jeff McNeil's got a bad reputation for being a grump too. So
yeah, we'll
see how that plays out with a young team in the Athletics. Do you remember when him and Francisco Lindor had that fight and they claimed that it was an argument over whether there was a rat or a raccoon in the going down to the clubhouse?
That's the most Mets thing.
That is one of the most Mets things ever.
What kind of varmint was it?
It's too bad that they're in Sacramento now, not still in Oakland, because there actually were raccoons living in the stadium there.
Yeah, he'll find plenty of things to gripe about.
Yeah.
In a minor league park.
Bo Bichette.
Another guy quasi linked to the Giants.
Come on.
If he moves to second, which I've heard he's open to
Willing
doing.
to do.
Yes.
I think he still ends up back in Toronto.
I think that's the likely landing spot, but I'm going to now dip my toe into the Nels water here. There are quite a few links to the Braves. And I think if he were to come there, he would have to move to second base, and they use Ozzy Albies as bait for that trade.
I could see it.
That would be my second guess, but I still think my first guess would be he's back in Toronto.
Yeah. The hardest thing about all of these that you're bringing up, Tyler, is that there doesn't seem to be substantial noise about any of these.
Right.
For us to like kind of even nail it down. It's not like
That's why
they're
I'm
like
saying whispers. And I'm like, well, I've heard they've kind of thought about it.
It's not like
That's all
these
we got.
guys, you know, a lot of times they'll be like down to 3 real suitors that are going after them.
Well-
and it just seems like it's kind of wide open for most of these guys.
Now it's the Mets have got an opening at second base.
They do.
So
That's true.
this could be the other side of that move, which is now you can be the
Yeah, if you move McNeil and then pick up Bichette, you got significantly better.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's another place where you could easily put Cody Bellinger as well. Just keep him there
Sure.
in New York. And then
Yeah, he could play first base there now with
I don't
Alonso
like
gone.
this Mets team you're building.
All right.
I don't like that.
well, you can put Kyle Tucker on there too because
No, Kyle Tucker's staying in Chicago.
No, not a chance.
Yeah, he's staying in Chicago.
No, not a chance.
Yeah.
I would like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I'll tell
I
you,
said this last
when you
episode.
keep talking about Bellinger going back to the Dodgers, it's much more likely that they throw their money at Kyle Tucker than Bellinger for the
You
Dodgers.
talking about the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of the Dodgers,
See,
yeah.
I still think he ends up back in Chicago.
I feel like the Dodgers would need more defense than what Kyle Tucker. Like, I feel like they're okay in the corners, and they would need someone that would be able to come in and play center.
how much defense do you need when you score 18 runs a game?
You need 17 runs of defense. I know how to do math.
It was their defense that literally saved the World Series for them with that insane circus catch.
Yeah.
So
yeah, true. Anyone else on the
also
list?
their cheating that they did.
All the cheating.
All the
Yeah,
cheating.
I mean, I've got
It's
one more. for the
Very,
list.
very obviously the worst team ever.
Bregman.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
Do you think he goes back to Boston?
I don't think anybody's going to pay him that other than the Red Sox.
I'm hoping the Tigers do.
They didn't do it last year.
I know, and look how that turned out.
don't
We
think
got
the third-
bounced because our offense couldn't do anything through 300 innings
I don't know
of
that-
postseason ball.
I don't know that another year older Alex Bregman is the answer to the Tigers' offensive woes.
Is it the answer? No. Will it show that you're actually a semi-serious organization? Yes.
I mean, he has all the playoff experience.
Yeah.
MVP.
You gotta get there, though.
And a relationship
there.
with AJ Hinch.
You got to get there again.
Okay.
Yeah.
They almost
and,
didn't.
It's not
Well,
the strongest division.
and
I understand
Yeah.
that.
And you know why they almost didn't? Because they didn't have offense. Add a veteran hitter who has a track record. Again, relationship with AJ Hinch. I would like to see this fit with the Tigers. Clearly, if Boston was a good fit, he wouldn't have opted out right away. So I don't know. It's hard to see him going back to Boston after opting out and will likely get offered less money than they gave him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think the Tigers win this division this year, but I don't think he makes them as much better as he would have made them last year.
I'm going to put him on the Mariners
Oh,
because
Interesting.
with
Suarez.
yeah.
Suarez taken off, like I feel like they upgrade and they sort of look at the next 2-3 years. And, you know,
That would be scary.
Bregman, you know, probably is going to drop off at, you know, in the next 3 years, but you really are only looking at a window of 26, 27, maybe 28 for this core. And I think with their pitching, adding a little more offense makes sense, and making a splash like that would be awesome.
I'm not. That would be interesting to see. I don't know what it would end up looking like, but all right, that was our chat on signings and trades for this week. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. we're back. And in the true holiday spirit, I think last episode, maybe 2 episodes ago, we talked about doing a hat exchange, Secret Santa style. And now we're going to open them live. Well, not live for you guys, but live for us on the air. Yay! Woo! All right. So, looking around the table, who wants to go first?
You're going to go first.
I'm going to go first. Oh, Tyler had me. Number 1 Mark Grace fan.
Yep.
This for our listeners, this is the only one that's actually wrapped. So good dad points from Tyler.
Yep.
I'm going to open it.
The dad of the show. We're wrapping up them gifts.
I'm going to actually save that because it says number 1 Mark Grace fan. And I think it's funny that you drew a bear.
Dude,
it was a cub. It's tried to be a cub, man. It's not a bear.
I mean, a cub is a bear. It's just a youngin' bear.
It's a baby bear.
Baby bear.
There's a whole other thing called
Adorable.
bears. So.
Okay, I was going to try and tear that off, but I'll do it later.
Gets into some mischief.
So I'm really hoping, based on that label, that this is legitimately a Mark Grace hat.
Well, do you know where Mark Grace started his career?
We're about to find out.
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Do you know the current?
I did know that.
Okay.
That's
Which is?
awesome. Oh, man. It's
Peoria
the right size and
Chiefs.
everything.
Peoria
Oh, wow, look at
Chiefs. Wow.
That is a sick hat.
And that is so
With a Dalmatian on it.
I
Ben,
know.
How apropos.
Ben just is fostering some Dalmatians, and that hat was procured before Ben procured his Dalmatians.
Incredible.
So it's a double win.
That's awesome.
And it is wearing a fire chief hat.
Yeah,
because he's the chief.
Yeah.
because he's the chief. He's like Marshall from Paw Patrol.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
I hope you
Love
don't
it.
already have one.
No, I don't. I do
That,
not have
that would be a
hat.
deep cut to have
That
already
would
had.
be a deep cut. All right.
So now, Ben, you go.
I'll go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
We'll just go whoever opens. I mean, there's only 4 of us.
I had Josh.
All right.
Oh,
and I
boy.
heard that this was glitter bombed.
No, there's no glitter, but I am actually concerned that you actually have this hat.
I do not, but I love it.
And you know what it is.
Yes. Yeah, the what is this? OG Tigers logo?
This is the first
the red tiger.
This is the first Tigers logo hat from 1901 to 1902.
All right.
Okay.
And tell me that looks like a tiger because I don't see it.
It looks more like a puma.
It kind of looks like teenage Simba.
Do you have the cocaine cat
I do.
hat? Okay.
Well,
cool.
I don't have just the cocaine cat.
Okay.
It's like it's a D with the cocaine cat.
Okay.
It's like a combo special hat.
But you don't have that.
I do not.
That surprises me.
It is one that I have considered many different times.
No,
but
you don't
never
have to.
actually.
And it is adjustable.
Yes. But
It does not fit you right now.
I know. I'm just putting it on for the moment.
Oh, I need to put mine on.
All right. Nels, yours was not as specific to you as these last 2 were.
That's
but
okay. Neither is mine to whoever I
yeah,
got.
I just found it fun and unique. So
It's a Twins hat with comic.
with a comic book strip
Nice.
like through the middle of it.
Ooh, on
I
the
thought it
front
was
and the
like
back.
yeah, it was just more unique and fun and not something that necessarily would have been one that you would have bought yourself, but
Exactly.
it's kind of fun,
oh, that's awesome.
which is what I figured.
Because I like
main
the
point of this
comics
is.
and the movies and the Twins are okay
yeah,
in my book.
yeah. I figured it wasn't the most offensive team that you could have had on there.
Man, if Twins ownership could only hear you say that, their heart would swell with pride. That's about the best that's been said about the Twins over the past 6 months.
It would grow 3 sizes like the Grinch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that leaves me for Tyler.
Oh, you had Tyler.
I did.
I had no idea.
And I went off script as far as what I got.
This is going to be like a San Francisco Giants hat, and it's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, like,
Oh, it's my size too. My fault.
That's amazing. I knew you loved the Giants.
oh,
nice.
So we have got a
I
Duff
love
Man Duff Beer hat
I love it.
with the Duff Man saying binge responsibly on it.
When you said that it wasn't sports related, I did not put together the beer potential.
And on the inside is lined with Duff cans.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So there is a new requirement now that this hat must be worn every Ballpark Brews sesh.
Okay.
What's the ballpark?
Just
brew hat?
always keep it on
Yeah,
me.
you want to
it's
just
the
leave it here?
BPB hat.
Hang on. Wait
Dude,
a second.
that
There's a
does
Duff
look good
beer.
on you too, though.
It
I'm not
does.
gonna lie.
Hey,
Looks very good.
I should try my hat.
Yes, you should. Take off that silly 49ers hat.
Yeah, it should fit, assuming that I have your hat size right. It's a little tight.
A little snug. It's okay.
It's a 7 1/4.
Did your head get bigger?
It did.
Oh,
Did it actually?
Because of the Niners.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, it'll stretch out. That's good. Yeah.
very nice.
All right.
Well, this was a successful first holiday hat exchange.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, guys, let's move on to our favorite segment of every episode that everyone is demanding we give answers for.
Everyone is demanding? Or
Everyone's
one
demanding.
particular
No,
individual is demanding?
Everyone is demanding this segment.
One lady specifically.
And say it with me. It's
Avery Demands Answers.
Avery Demands Answers.
all right. This week's edition of Avery Demands Answers. Why are there no girls in baseball?
Well, there is a new women's professional league that just launched.
There is, and they just had their draft. I did a little bit of research on this because, quite honestly, I was unsure if state by state, location by location, whatever, had restrictions on like junior high and high school baseball. No, every state in America allows for females to join high school and junior high baseball teams. It's up to the individual school and how they add players, if there's tryouts, whatever. But Title IX does allow for women, girls, to be on high school and junior high baseball teams all across the country. So the short answer is nothing is stopping them. But I don't know if anybody wants to dive deeper into this potentially touchy subject.
What was that show, 8-9 years ago, where the girl was a pitcher for the Padres, had Mark Paul Gosselaar on it? I can't remember what it was called. There was only like one season on Fox.
You are on your own on this.
I will look it up.
I got nothing there.
I don't even know who that person is that you said was on it.
Mark
so-
Paul Gosselaar,
Yeah.
Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Dude, don't forget, I'm a lot younger than you
Avery,
guys.
I will tell you that if any woman out there would choose to spend the time required to master the knuckleball, there would be very little preventing a woman from being a professional baseball player.
True story.
The knuckleball does not require exceptional strength or stamina to throw. It's just a pure technique play. So if you can figure it out, you're nigh unhittable.
And not just a pure technique play, but something that is all but gone from the game of baseball currently. So there's not a whole lot of competition in that. It makes you unique. It gives you a skill set that most people don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Pitch was the name of the series.
Pitch. Well, that's a little on the nose.
Only lasted 10 episodes. That's probably why
Okay.
nobody remembers.
Now, if they're in most states, this is in addition to the Title IX aspect of what I was saying. If a school doesn't offer girls baseball, then they have to be allowed onto the male team. However, in states where there is girls baseball, it is individually state by state decisions whether or not they allow girls to join the boys teams.
And by girls baseball, it's specifically baseball,
baseball.
not softball. Like
Correct.
softball does not
Baseball.
satisfy that.
Correct.
And that's ultimately the hardest part, which is girls who play exceptionally well at stick and ball sports would be best served towards going to fast pitch softball
Because
And
it's already well established.
it's established, and they would be able to parlay that success into perhaps a college scholarship.
Yep.
Now there's a pro league that they could participate in.
Mhm.
And so there's going to be more opportunity for women who are exceptional within that arena than there is in baseball at this moment.
Now, there are two girls only programs, organizations all over the country. One is called Baseball for All, or BFA, and the American Girls Baseball. Now, these are dedicated girls baseball opportunities from youth through high school that usually are in states where there are no female-led opportunities in junior high and high school for girls to play baseball. But those organizations do have feeder systems for, like California, for instance, They have a lot of female baseball teams professionally, like the LA Heat, the Evolution. Florida has teams like the Daytona Blazers, Florida Bolts. They've also got a development program in Florida for female baseball players. Georgia has the Georgia Peaches, not the Rockford Peaches. That's a different team. Hawaii has a team called, and I'm sorry to all our Hawaiian listeners, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize, Kama'ali'i Wahine. I think I was close.
No.
Maryland,
Decent to
DC area has the Chesapeake Girls Baseball and DC Force. And Pennsylvania in the Northeast has organizations like the Philadelphia Liberty and the Boston Slammers.
That's a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah. And then you couple that with the introduction of the professional league that just started. That's going to be launching in August of 26, I think. August, somewhere around there. We're seeing more opportunities now for females to be in baseball than we have for a long time in mainstream baseball. Obviously, there was teams like the Rockford Peaches that played professionally in the 40s and 50s, but they just haven't had the opportunity to promote them.
When a lot of the men were out to war.
Exactly. So we haven't seen marketing and pushes for those leagues like we're seeing now. So like Tyler was saying, there's opportunities obviously in softball for you to develop your skills and potentially earn a scholarship. But if baseball is your love and not softball, there's opportunities for you to do that as well.
And I have a slightly different like thought process too behind just the playing of the game. And what I would like to see, I would like to see more opportunities for women, maybe not on the field in baseball. I mean, I would on the field, obviously, but not just on the field, but also in like coaching positions and especially front office. Like there is absolutely no reason that, you know, gender should be any sort of a barrier to front office work
Or broadcasting.
That is where you'll see the most, though. For the most part, they're like on-field reporters. I would like to see more play-by-play. Unfortunately, we do have one with the A's,
yeah.
and she gets a lot of hate, unfortunately. So I know that it's a tough spot that needs a lot more breaking in.
Susan Waldman is
For the Yankees.
Is the announcer for the Yankees. The
Radio?
No, television.
TV? Oh, yeah.
Her and John Sterling, right?
Not John Sterling no longer.
I try to avoid watching the Yankees at any time possible. So I'm glad that you brought that up.
RSN.
Yeah.
RSN Yankees.
But it would be cool to see more women in especially the front offices of baseball.
Yeah.
We had Alyssa Nacken, who was full-time coach for the Giants and even a first base coach.
Yeah.
At one point, I think she was with the Guardians now in player development.
Kim Ng was the general manager of the Marlins.
Yes. For a short period of time.
Before Jeter?
No.
After Jeter?
And then they canned her and now they're cursed.
Yes.
No. Jeter wasn't any better.
Well, under her, they went to the playoffs, won a couple playoff series, then they canned her, and now they're one of the worst teams in baseball again.
Yeah.
So, drink that karma.
But Avery, if you want to go out and play baseball right now,
Yes.
you're going to play it with all of your friends, whether they're boys or girls.
Yep.
And as long as you want to continue to play baseball, that opportunity exists for you. So if you want to do it, you stay at it.
And if you want to be good at it, don't take any advice from Uncle Ben. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's just not true. You want to take all your advice from me. No, don't take all your advice from me. That would just be stupid. Definitely don't do that. Some you can take from me.
Selective advice.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's good advice and what's just me being stupid. Well, hopefully we answered your question. It's a tough topic to tackle sometimes because, you know, gender and gender roles people get a little uncomfortable with.
Yeah. See the conversation I just had about the A's broadcast.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to break in, but you know, obviously on this show we're all supportive of it, and hopefully now with the new professional league and all of that helps bring more opportunities.
Yeah. So keep the questions coming. I know you will continue to demand answers, and we look forward to the next one that you submit. And now we'll switch over to Tyler to tell us a little bit more. Yes.
From the Blue Book of Baseball.
From Haney's Baseball Book of Reference by Henry Chadwick for year 1867.
Okay.
Let's talk about the right kind of practice. Baseball
I like
practice,
the left kind of
to be
practice.
really advantageous, should be regular and systemic. However beneficial as regards rendering a player generally efficient, the ordinary mode of practice may be, It is not the method that should be adopted to make the first 9 or a club perfect in all of the departments of the game, nor is it adapted for acquiring individual proficiency. Let us see what an ordinary style of practice is. A club meets for an afternoon of practice. As they come on the ground dressed in their uniforms, first one then another takes a bat in hand, and then they go batting the ball from one end of the field to the other. By this means, they become expert in hitting a ball which falls to the bat. But for practice in hitting at line balls as pitched to them, such practice is worse than useless. This thing done with sides are chosen and players are placed on bases whose forte is perhaps outfielding and others in the field who should be on the bases. And what is more objectionable, the proficient and amateur get about the same amount of practice in the field, the former having a little good practice at the bat, the amateur from lack of skill gets less. But as far as the fun of the thing is concerned, this course may be well enough. Although even in this respect, a practice game is not as interesting either to players or spectators as one in which the skilled players are on one side in the irregular positions of a field side of amateurs on the other. Of course, a month of this kind of practice does not benefit the players as much as a few days of regular systemic training does. Now, by way of contrast, let us show the style of practice adopted by a club who are aiming to make a 9 that will whip the best in the country. When they come to the ground, if they are not enough to make up a party to fill the field, they man the bases and proceed to pass the ball around easily from one to another. First all round from base to base, then across from first to third, then second and hence home, and so on, gradually increasing pace of throwing until the ball flies from hand to hand like a rifle shot. Either this is done or they throw the ball in from the outer field, thereby practicing long throwing. Occasionally, they vary this practice by quick, dodgy throws from one to another. This practice of a high tossed ball, then quick one on the ground, and so on, until a sufficient number are present to make up sides, whose on the first 9 take their regular positions, and perhaps 7 of the 9 will play against a field of 10, each man playing his position with as much earnestness as in a match. This earnestness of play in practice is an important element in improving one's play, laziness or indifference of manner, simply because it is only a practice game, retards rather than promotes advancement. It will readily be seen that there is a great difference between the two methods of practice, and the practical effort of each may be observed any day watching, and the play of two clubs, one of which practices the old style, good enough for fun and exercise alone, and the other according to the plan adopted by clubs, desirous of being the first players in the country.
And the mighty Casey has struck out. That read like a poem.
Yeah, so
when did we get away from outer field?
I don't know. We bring that back. It's not outfield. It's outer field.
I like outer field.
I like making our center fielder feel like a spaceman.
Yeah. Put on your helmets, boys. We're sending you to outer field.
We no longer have center field. We have spaceman.
It's the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ground control to Byron Buxton.
Oh, Major Tom is sad.
Dude, Major Tom would be a great nickname for a center fielder if you called it the outer field.
Oh,
that would be an elite, like 1890s baseball nickname.
Does he have to be
there.
named Tom?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
just the nickname. It would be like Reginald, quote unquote, Major Tom Williams.
I almost forgot. I've got bonus gifts for. I've got some Allen and Ginter cards for both Nels as well as for Josh.
This is awesome.
Willie Adamas.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
nice.
I cracked open a couple of packs of Allen and Ginter over the holidays and came away with some duplicates. So I thought you guys would enjoy those without depriving myself of anything.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, I'm very glad that you mentioned that they were duplicates too, because I would feel bad taking this like from your personal collection. For those listeners who can't see what we got,
Which is everybody.
Yeah, this Allen and Ginter card is from the. I found him on TikTok originally. I don't know where you.
I
if you
believe
knew
that
him
he
from-
exists on all platforms.
on all
of social media.
platforms. the Chef Reactions guy. Who,
Oh, that's him.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
love
And
Chef
so
Reactions.
he didn't really have a baseball team, and the Tigers invited him
I
to
didn't see
to
the
a
front
game
of this card
Yeah.
while you had it, and
To
now
a-
I see it's Chef
yeah.
Reactions on it.
So
That's
the
funny.
Tigers ended up bringing him in, and he adopted Detroit as his sports fan base. He threw out a first pitch for the Tigers this year. I loved his videos well before he became a figure for the Tigers as a celebrity.
Where's he based out of?
I
Is
honestly
he in
have
California?
No, he's from the salt of the earth. He's good Midwest folk, I
Oh,
guarantee. I'm not sure.
Kansas. I don't know why.
I'm not sure where he's from. I do know that essentially because of his social media success, he now watches over his grandmother full time.
I did
And
know
so
that.
every time that he gets a moment, he does thank his audience for their viewership and allowing his life to take that tract. And the conceit of his whole channel is making fun of the awful recipes that appear on your social media that are obviously there just for engagement and clicks.
I learned this in Texas. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
And of course, I got Willie Adamas.
Yes.
apparently he moved to Detroit.
Oh, he lives in Detroit now.
Yeah,
he's
as
not
of,
from
as
Detroit.
of July. No, moved to Detroit.
Willie Adamas, also great cook.
Yeah. One issue I have
Also
with this
former
card,
Detroit.
the stats on the back,
You're not allowed to say Detroit the whole next episode.
all the stats on the back are spelled out instead of numerical.
Oh.
And I don't want to read more than I have to.
I'm sorry, Nels.
Well, Tyler can read it like a poem,
I've
like
read-
a book.
880 games played.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is very old school.
I actually want
These
that
are
to be
these are
on
really fun cards, though. Thank you, Tyler.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. 880 games played.
348 career walks.
Yeah, that's a good amount. That's a good amount,
that's
right?
a good amount of walks.
And when you spell it out, it looks even bigger.
That's true.
It does.
All right. So we've gotten to Ballpark Brews and Trivia. Do we want to take a break or just power through?
Power through.
Power hour.
Well, we're not going to do that. No. All right. So, Tyler, this week, tell the audience what we have.
We don't have anything for Ballpark Brews.
Oh, I thought we were just going to do that.
Oh, well, we right now are enjoying.
We've gotten to the point of this now where we're just picking beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are enjoying some Shell's beer, which are brewed in New Ulm, Minnesota. There was a delicious variety pack, and so I've got the notorious PILS. Josh is drinking the Shell's Dark. We have got the Midwest Common that is a rice beer that Shell's has got on brew, and then Firebrick is the other option that's within the assortment. So, gentlemen,
Start your engines.
cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for
Cheers.
bringing this
To Shells.
to New Ulm.
To beer.
To our final episode of 2025.
Now, Shell's has a very warm spot in my heart because they saved Grain Belt Premium beer from the graveyard. So that company had gone out of business, Minnesota Brewing Company, and Shell's had procured them and kept on with production. And that's why we still are able to enjoy premium today, which is one of my favorite all day, just standard American beers.
A guided. Nope. I was mixing up my two sentences. A storied legacy of fine beers.
Yes.
Is that the notorious PILs over there?
This is the Midwest Common, which
Oh,
is
the
brewed
Midwest
with
Common.
Minnesota wild rice, which is different than domesticated rice.
Interesting.
And I've got
Domesticated rice. Makes for a good pet.
I've got the notorious
You've got the
PILS,
notorious.
and I will tell you that as far as pills go, like this one's got a little bite to it. You can definitely taste the hops, and for me, it's solid. It's not my favorite, but I'm gonna give this an honest single.
Yeah, I've got the Shell's Dark American Lager. I'm a sucker for a dark lager or a black IPA. I like a
Joke to be made there.
I like a dark beer that's not a stout or a porter, because I'm not a fan of coffee. So the like coffee taste in a beer doesn't do anything for me.
bitter.
But I do like a darker, maltier beer. So when there's a dark lager or a black IPA or something like that, big fan. It's a nice, solid, very drinkable dark lager. I would give it a nice sharp single the other way, 2 strikes, choke up on the bat, go the other way, take what the pitcher gives you, get on base. A nice solid opposite field single.
Is it heavy?
No.
Okay.
I actually quite like the fire brick that I got. It's
Nice.
kind of a creamy ale, goes down easy. You know what? I'm going to give it a home run over the brick wall at Wrigley.
Yeah, Fire Brick is a nice malty beer. That's within their standard assortment.
Can I
Yeah.
take a
And
taste?
that's always been one of my favorites.
Wrigley, sponsor the podcast. Okay. I've got the Midwest Common, which again is brewed with Minnesota wild rice. I can't really tell what kind of
Wait,
beer this is supposed to be.
Is that rice
Common.
that is grown?
Common.
Is that rice that's grown in the artist formerly known as XL Arena, Minnesota Wild rice?
Nah, I get it. Those of you not from Minnesota don't care about our stupid humor.
That's the hockey team that plays here, the Minnesota Wild.
I can't tell what kind this is, but it's an easy drinking beer. I do enjoy this quite a bit. It's lighter. It's not very heavy. It's not creamy. It's not very hoppy. Honestly, it tastes like a light lager. I mean, I love a good light lager. So I'm going a ground rule double. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Good job, Shells.
Awesome. Yeah, thank
Good
you,
job on
Shells.
saving Grain Belt. I love Grain Belt.
Thank you, Germans, for everything you've done in history.
Ever.
Without any missteps.
No
ever.
question.
No exceptions.
Homer
apparently.
fades into the ivy over here.
Oh, there was that one thing.
They made the Volkswagen.
And that
too.
other thing.
That was fun.
That the BMW,
Mercedes, Benz.
Porsche?
That has no ties to anything at all.
Porsche,
They have cool shepherds.
Yeah.
and it's the Christmas season. Shepherds are on everyone's
I
mind.
was talking about a German shepherd.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they've got those too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They probably also have shepherds in the field.
Anyway.
You never know.
Trivia.
Hold the fort.
Oh,
I'm reading that
Wee
they did
wee.
bad things in 1941.
Oh,
No.
like what?
cancel culture.
Someone should have mentioned something sometime. That was a while
Is it
ago.
like against a specific set of people or?
Many specific
Oh,
set
no.
of people.
Oh,
That's
no.
terrible.
I heard they built a wall.
But only like only a few hundred, hopefully.
100 million.
Oh, no.
That number sounds wrong, but I'll go with it.
Hundreds of thousands.
Anyway, let's pick
Hey,
our brains about
Germany.
what we might not know about baseball.
Germany may show up in trivia. Now I feel bad. Oh boy.
Max
Okay.
Kepler.
No. So I did something a little different for trivia this week. I did what happened first, a baseball occurrence or something in history,
World War
and
II.
well, we'll see how things go.
Is it World War II or is it the falling of the Berlin Wall?
All right, who wants to start?
Me.
Okay, Nels. What happened first? Pete Rose becomes baseball's hit king or the Challenger disaster?
Oh, man. Those were pretty close to the same era.
Just for gentle foreshadowing, they're all close to each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
otherwise it would be an
Well,
easy
I
question.
know.
It's not like Pete Rose or Jesus.
What
Jesus still
what happened
exists
first?
within all of us. so-
Babe Ruth hits
born.
his 700th home run or we land on the moon.
It's very like right next to each other.
Maybe his home run landed on the moon, Josh.
Could have.
I will say Pete Rose
Stop
happened
trying
first.
to cheat. Pete Rose did happen first. Do you know what year that was?
Was it 85?
It was. Do you know what year the Challenger exploded?
86.
It was 86
That's how
on
I-
my birthday in 1986.
That's how I know. I knew Challenger happened 86, and then
I wasn't
I just
born
knew
yet.
Pete Rose.
Okay, I was
before
gonna
that.
say
I was
were
born
you
the next
born?
year.
Ah.
I was born the next year on that date.
I was in kindergarten watching it live.
Yeah.
Oh no, because there was a teacher on.
What was it like
Yes.
to watch Pete Rose's hits like that? Record-breaking hit. That was
I was
fun.
I was 9 years away
They
from
stopped
being
class
a
for that.
thought.
All right, Tyler. What happened first? Don Larson throws the only perfect game in World Series history, or the start of the space race?
Oh, I'm going to go with the start of the space race. If we're no, okay.
Larson was 56, right?
Now 59. Were we talking about Sputnik?
We're talking about the official start of it.
I would call that Sputnik.
Well, then that was 1957.
Okay.
And Don Larson was 56.
It was.
Okay.
All right.
You see, this is the baseball nerd in me. Even though I love history, I knew Don Larson's perfect game date. I did not know Sputnik's year.
Well, let's see if you know this.
Russians.
What happened first? Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier, or the Cold War begins?
Jackie came first.
That is incorrect.
No? When was the
Cold-
official start of the Cold War?
1946.
So we went
Jackie
right
was
out of
47.
World War II and into the Cold War.
Because the
Yeah, I
Germans
thought that there
doing their
was-
thing in 1945.
Yeah, I just thought that there was a little bit more of a gap before the official start. Also, the Cold War is an interesting one because there's really no official date because there was no like declaration or anything. So it's, interesting.
Hey man, I didn't write history.
No. I know. I'm just talking through my thought process.
If you did, I think that I'd have a couple of edits that I'd like to make.
Please submit them by Thursday, end of day. And just looking through the rest of my questions, I took out the Hitler question, so that's good.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
glad.
All my Hitler knowledge is for naught.
I would feel a lot better if you just, didn't have a Hitler question to begin with, but
it was his birth and something in baseball. I do remember that.
Which thing in baseball?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, okay. There's really no
Moving
segue
on.
for that.
Yeah.
All right. What happened first? Babe Ruth's alleged called shot home run, or the stock market crashing?
For the Great Depression, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Stock market has crashed many times.
The 1989 stock market crash.
Yeah, 2008.
Yes. We're talking about the start of the Great Depression.
Right.
Did Babe Ruth start the Great Depression?
He did. It was his
The
fault.
stock market crashed.
Correct. Do you know what year that happened?
That was 29.
Correct. Do you know what year was the called shot?
Like 31?
32.
Ah.
It was very close.
So what you're saying is his called shot pulled us out of the Depression.
It may have. It really fixed America.
Did not. The depression
It
lasted.
landed right in the Hooverville.
I know. I'm well aware it lasted longer than that.
It was the start of us pulling ourselves up by really long bootstraps.
Yes.
All right, Tyler, let's finish it off. What happened first? Joe Carter walked off the World Series, or Dolly the cloned sheep was born?
I'm going to go with Joe Carter walked off the World Series.
That is correct. What year was that?
92.
93.
93. And then 96 for Dolly the Sheep.
Dolly the sheep was 1996. Good job.
Hey, I am 1 year older than Dolly the sheep.
I don't think she's still alive.
Are you a
Yeah.
clone?
I might be.
Oh, God, there's two
There's
of them?
two of them. Oh, jeez. All right.
Meh.
Well, this was a fun episode. Even for not a lot going on in baseball, we sure had a good time. I hope you had fun listening to us. Get at us on our socials. Send us an email, swingandamisspod@gmail.com. Any last minute thoughts from the three of you?
I can't wait to go to bed. 33 hours of travel. I'm ready for bed.
I
Thanks,
bet.
thanks for everybody.
I hope next week we got a lot more excitement to talk about.
Happy New Year.
I got nothing.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you guys so much for the support in 2025. Cheers to 2026, fellas.
Cheers.
Can't believe we did this 23 times in 2025.
I know. It's a lot of 20s. All right. That's it for this episode. We will see you in 2026. Play the game, love the game. Talk to you in a few.